This song makes me want to kill myself. My manager went silent, then awkwardly laughed and said, "This is my band song."
Oh no! Buddy boy.
I'm so tired.
Are you?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm ready to go out, mate.
Should we just not? Do you want to just not bother?
Yeah. Maybe I should go to bed somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the floor or something.
I could just. You could sleep. I could just do this
Yeah.
solo.
Is that cool?
If
Do you
want.
think?
It's up.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry guys. Yeah, I just gotta go.
Hey man, look. Just get comfy. Just get comfortable. Just chill.
Is that good?
Yeah. Why don't you get naked?
Maybe we should.
Would that help?
Well, like, I don't know. There is that thing though, isn't there? Where it's like when the best way to get to know someone. This is what I do. Like whenever I make new friends at work and stuff,
I can't
is I
wait to
say
hear
like,
this.
"Hey, like, let's go to the bathroom and just get naked." And then, like, because there's nothing left after that. There's no barrier.
Yeah.
I feel like clothes create such a barrier between us. And when you see someone naked, it's like, oh, cool, you get it, man. Like, it's just like, there's nothing. There's nothing left between you.
Yeah, because then you see yourselves in the most vulnerable state.
Vulnerable. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing left.
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, plants
And on that
attacking me.
note, I think I'm just gonna.
What you're gonna get? I wasn't being serious, man.
Oh.
I'm not.
No,
cool.
yeah, no, me neither.
I'm not cool.
No, I was. That was like a bit or something. Yeah, that was cool.
Sure, we'll play it off as a bit, man.
No, it was.
I actually have a really interesting story.
Oh yeah, okay.
I genuinely do.
Weird segue to go.
Okay. So, on the topic of getting naked, I know a guy. Well, I haven't seen him in ages. I've met him a few times.
Okay, cool.
I'd say he's a really close friend.
Okay, man,
alright, so
just tell us the story, man.
so this guy is a recording engineer, producer. I'm not quite sure what he goes by, but I was doing like a recording session with him once, and he has worked for some top artists, right? I mean, it's still cool to me now, but at the time, I think I was like 18. I was just like, oh my God, this is incredible. He's worked with One Direction. He's worked with...
Name drop.
Yeah. Too many names. And and this story, right? So he's working with Daniel Bedingfield, right?
Oh, okay.
If you're not the
counter
one...
story. Daniel Bedingfield was the first ever CD that I owned as a kid. I had I can't remember whether it was like his single CD of "Gotta Get Through This." I don't remember if it was an album or if it was like an EP or something. But I remember I had a stereo, like a little stereo that I had, and that was like the first album that I had when I was younger.
That's really cute.
Yeah, first CD.
That's cool. You remember it, don't you?
Yeah.
Mine was Fatboy Slim.
I mean, absolute banger out. What, the one with the fat kid on it?
Yeah.
To be fair, you couldn't get a better record.
He's I'm a big fan, but
Yeah.
Daniel Bedingfield not a bad one either. But
"Gotta Get Through This" is a song
everyone
that
knows.
never aged.
No,
It's always been an absolute.
He's a bit of a two-hit
banger.
wonder, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. But that's fine.
That
you
is
know what?
fine.
We need that sometimes.
Yeah, you can't always be
And
perfect.
arguably, I feel like if you're going to be a two or a one-hit wonder, you couldn't come out with a better song than "Gotta Get Through This."
I ain't gotta get through this.
One of basically the greatest song of the 21st century.
I ain't gotta get through this. It's everyone knows that song. Gotta make
it through.
Awesome.
Sorry, maybe we should cut that out. I don't want to be like, we might get copyright strikes. That was so accurate.
Be yourself and get naked. And going back to what we're talking about, right? Okay.
You got to reel me in sometimes.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. So Daniel Bedingfield was recording with this guy that I know, my best friend, and Daniel Bedingfield's in the recording studio, and you know how they are. It's like a separate room, but it's with a see-through window, large window, so you can see through. But it's completely soundproof, right? That's what recording studios are like. They're just multiple rooms, so you can, isolate yourself and record. So Matt's in one room and Daniel's in the other room. Oh, I just said Matt. His name's Matt. Doesn't matter. His name's Matt, the recording engineer. Cool. Anonymity. Yes. Fucking well done, Nick. So.
It's such a fucking common name anyway.
Daniel is not getting comfortable. He's just not comfortable. He's like, oh, you know what? I just this take isn't working. So can I can I take my top off? And Matt's like, yeah, sure.
Was there any like girls in the studio?
No, it's just the two of them, as far as I'm aware.
Just being like, hey, maybe guys. As well.
No, this guy, Daniel Bedingfield, is as like serious as it gets as musicians go. Right? He wanted to feel connected to his music, so he wanted to take his top off. So Matt was like, yeah, sure, right? Does another take? Cut. It doesn't feel so. It just doesn't feel so good. Like, can I take my trousers? Are you cool if I take my trousers off? And then Matt's like,
I don't believe this.
I swear to God. He's like, yeah, sure. Obviously a bit weird. Daniel's singing away in just his boxers. Look, I'm really sorry to stop again. Can I get completely naked?
No, I don't. No, absolutely not.
And Matt was like, look, Matt, I'm gonna have to draw the line there. He actually said, I'm gonna have to draw the line to Daniel Bedingfield.
Daniel Bedingfield. I don't think I was such a big fan of his. I don't think I could have done that. I would have been like, yeah, man, like, sure.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would have done this. Yeah, because it's that fucking Daniel Bedingfield. Yeah, man, go do your thing. Do your thing.
Crazy.
Yeah, he had to tell him no. That's a fucking alpha move.
I just tell him no, and he was, okay.
Okay.
I feel like no. If you are at the point where you're saying I'm going to take my boxers off, I feel like you just do it at that point, because that's so much worse to say, yeah, I'm going to take my boxers off, and someone else says no.
No,
and you're like, okay.
Yeah, then you'll feel bad and then probably do worse.
Yeah, you need to, like, if you're going to be an eccentric music songwriter, then you should you go all the way.
Just do it without asking, for sure.
I read that Daniel Bedingfield made Gotta Get Through This in his bedroom, and this was before like all of the super advanced like computer software and stuff like that. Like, you just had the very, very basic stuff.
Yeah.
So even back then, he wasn't going to like a label or anything. He was just like, cool, I'm just gonna make this in my room, which is amazing. But maybe that's why he felt most comfortable being naked, because maybe when he was making it at home, he was just like, I gotta get through this. Swinging it around,
just fucking
that's where the inspiration comes.
Himself.
And maybe that's why,
you know what,
maybe that's why he was only a 2-hit wonder, because he just like, he couldn't be naked enough in the bigger studios.
Once he got signed, he could never be naked whilst making music. To be fair,
it was probably in his contract.
What has to be naked when making music,
or
can't be naked. You know what, I'm gonna get through it. You can hear that. I feel like that doesn't sound like the most highly produced song, and that kind of makes sense.
You could hear like his dick swinging around.
You can hear. I'm gonna through this. I gotta make this man.
Because if you actually look at the like raw audio file, you can see that like there's a weird in between the kick and the snare.
Matt did say that when he was editing the piece that they recorded, he had to get rid of the dick slaps in between the takes. Yeah. Oh man, imagine having an issue with, you have to allow an extra day with editing for Daniel, because you have to remove his dick slaps.
No, not even remove it. Imagine him trying to explain that. It's like, dude, I've been going through all of my plugins. I just can't find this piece of percussion you've got. Like, that's crazy. Where do you get it from? It's like, I recorded it myself. Oh, dude, what drums do you use? Or like, I just have to show you.
What are you doing?
That's it.
God, that's the sound. Oh my god, man! Next to his dick. So weird. What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey guys,
what are we
welcome to What a Bother. I'm Tam.
I'm Nick,
and this is What a Bother. We like to talk about what's bothering us, and more importantly, what's bothering you. We asked for some bothers essentially, and we basically, you can write in as well. Emails up on the screen. Don't really know what I'm saying right now.
Emails up on the screen, man.
Emails up on the screen. Please write in about your bothers and questions, and we'll give you some advice. But we also ask for some bothers in the comments, and also just in general, if you want to send those through.
And if you're listening audio only, that's wabpod@gmail.com.
Not very catchy, man.
wabpod.com.
That's pretty good.
I'm fucking that was sick. Like,
oh no, we've been copyright striked. The channel's gone.
Just imagine it was the fucking.
They listen to us.
Yeah, the robot. So they're that smart with YouTube that they'd pick up a fucking Moon Pig jingle.
Probably.
Anyway, okay. So we got some bothers, and we're going to determine whether they're bothers
You're acting weird,
or not bothers.
You're right.
No.
What's going on?
You know, last week I spoke about how I never want to do cocaine. I snorted a line before this.
Do you want to pause?
No, it's good. That's why I did it. I needed energy. It's like 9:30 at night. I'm tired.
It's not a good excuse to do cocaine, man. Do you want me to read his, or are you going to go for it?
We'll do these first.
Okay.
Right, so what a bother or not a bother? When people get sponsored for doing things that aren't difficult, aka a 5K run,
Yeah.
that's quite interesting because, like, I suppose getting sponsored is for a good cause. Like you're doing it for a charity, right? Like you're going to run for a charity, but then 5K is just something that most people do 5 times a week.
Well, 5K could be quite difficult for some people.
Some people it can, but I guess
I mean, not me, but like some
guess
people, yeah.
this person is a very fit person who's exercises regularly. So a 5K doesn't mean much, but I do get what they're saying. I always find it annoying. I don't know why. I think because I do 5Ks myself. If someone's like, yeah, can you sponsor me to do a 5K? It's just like, well, just go do one. Like they're not that
push the
difficult
limits
to
a
do.
bit more.
Yeah.
Push the limits a bit more.
You know what? You're right. It's not 5K. If it were a half marathon, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marathon, for sure.
But then I guess it's up to people what they want to donate for, isn't it?
True.
So,
But I think it's just...
but just push the limits a little bit more.
Yeah,
You know? You can do better.
Yeah, don't think you deserve fucking £10 for running for 25 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I think
That's like people that lived a long time before us. That was like them. That was their
standard.
Yeah, that was just
Yeah.
like, oh, I need to go get some lunch right now.
Yeah,
like,
let's run for 25
minutes.
yeah, they'd be like, what, do you get paid for this? No, what the fuck?
Yeah, imagine nowadays.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that a bother?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think so.
Why not? Last one on my phone. Paying for a group meal. The majority of the table are happy to split evenly, but there's always 1 or 2 people who want to pay for only what they ate.
Yeah,
What
don't
a bother
be that
or
person.
not a bother,
yeah,
baby?
don't be that person.
Dude, that's
so much easier.
annoying.
Split it just evenly, unless it's like absurd. Like you don't want to be. Or it depends as well. Like you could just have a friend that turns up every time and orders like 4 courses. Like we got this even, yeah. Come on, guys.
Yeah, like to be fair, once again, similar to a few weeks ago. I don't have friends. I don't think I have friends like that. So I don't really encounter those.
I don't have friends.
I don't have friends. Yeah, I don't encounter those experiences where someone's just like, no, I only want to pay for what I ate. But I have witnessed it before.
Yeah.
And you just come across like a stingy fucking loser.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
But I think always split it. Just like it's just whatever, man. Like I mean, I feel like we talk about it so much, but English people. And like generally people from the UK, but mainly English people, is just so stingy. No offense, not everyone. I know you're pretty good, but just English people in general are just so fucking stingy.
Are you saying you're not English?
Huh?
Are you saying,
no, I'm English, but I'm just
you said,
I'm not
but
stingy.
you, as in you pointed to me as if because I'm English and you're like half
Well, no, I was
Egyptian.
I was just saying because I'm not accusing you. I know I'm not.
Yeah, I know. No, you're not.
Yeah, like it just in our culture, it's just very stingy. Just like it doesn't matter so much.
Culture thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
You
that
dude,
would...
go out with any Arab person and like they'll
Oh,
pay
here
for
we go.
you, man. Like
Here
it's
we go.
not. It's not.
To
a
be
thing,
fair,
isn't it?
well, you're. I feel like you're like quite a more than normal, very hospitable person.
Yeah,
and that's I think that's come from your
probably is.
your culture.
We
your dad's.
fight about like who pays for stuff normally. And English is like, oh, I'll get this. Oh, will you? Oh, that's great, man. Thanks. Oh, it's really bills.
Okay,
really
I've
hard
never
this
experienced that, man. That is next level stinge. I feel like there is still. I come from a family where there's a bit of a battle. Like
yeah. I think it's just like there are good people and bad people in this world.
But I think it also comes down to like, if you don't have much money, I get it. And if you have only
times can be hard,
if
man.
you have only had one meal and then fucking Danny's been like, oh yeah, and he's ordered 4 and then been like, should we split it?
Or like so many drinks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Yeah, if they're fucking getting constant fucking.
If it's like, if we're talking about like a £20 differential, then maybe. But apart from that, it's just fucking just grow
easy.
Up.
Grow up. It's an age thing for
yeah,
sure.
Grow up. Okay, because when you're a teenager, you've got like 25 quid a month or something.
Dude, you remember
from
when
like an EMA or do you remember? Whatever.
Dude, oh fuck yeah. Do you remember when 50 quid? We spoke about this the other day. When 50 quid in your bank account was mega.
It's like $1,000.
Yeah,
like $1,000. Yeah.
Dude, that fucking goes on a weekly shop now.
Yeah,
that, like more than
or a meal
as well. Yeah.
But that's what I think is maybe what it comes from. It's people that never grew out of that teenage stage.
Yeah.
But also, this is something that I had to deal with even today at work, which is you're going to be like, oh, dude, that's so socially inept of you.
Okay.
But basically, I've had it like so many times now where it's like, especially people you're working with, it's like, cool. Oh, group order. Obviously, it's easier when we're all working.
Yeah.
Just do it all on one
Yeah.
delivery, right? And
Yeah.
especially it saves on delivery charge. Especially, dude, Deliveroo nowadays.
What is it?
£5 for delivery for some things. Get out.
Piece of shit. That's not fair.
I mean, because the reason why I say that, the delivery drivers definitely deserve that.
Deserve
but
it.
that doesn't all go to the delivery drivers. I would be surprised if they made even half of that, if not
yeah,
less.
No, you're right. No, they won't.
But yeah, but I've had it so many times now where it's like people just forget, and you don't want to be that guy where it's just like, oh, hey man, did you fucking send me the money for that? Oh, dude, send me the money for that. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that person, because then you do seem like a stingy fuck. So now I'm just like, I just have like a one rule fits all kind of thing where it's just like, oh, you want to be in the delivery? Oh, cool. Well, send me £16 on PayPal. This is my email address. Just like right then and there, like you're not getting on the bill unless you pay me first. But you explain that to them and you say it's because it's not you, even though sometimes it is them. It's not you. It's just I've been burnt before, and it's just like this is just easier if we just all pay now. And we don't have to think about it. We don't have to think about it again.
Well, that's another thing. It's just like if you can be, it's nice. Like if you can be a person who pays back instantly in that situation, if you can be trusted or sort of like have a good reputation, make sure you have a good reputation to not just leave it like 6 months and then be like, oh shit, I never paid you back.
Yeah, but the problem is you get people that take advantage of that, which intentionally they're just kind of like seedy people,
just hoping that you forget.
Yeah, basically
scumbags.
Scumbags essentially, and we all work with them, and we all know
shit.
them. By the way, man, I just like, it's probably worth bringing up, but like obviously that, you know, we ate before, and even like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm still waiting on some cash.
Yeah, no worries, I'll send it over soon.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I know you said that before, and like I'm still waiting, and obviously like bills like quite a lot this month. Like you owe me probably like £60 worth of food. Yeah,
but dude, you add interest like every day. So now what it's compounded to like what was 60 quid is now 3,658
It makes rates interest. Like you got to add something,
dude.
Like I just don't think 150% interest a day is like that much to us.
It's obscene. You're talking about being a mate.
Well, mate, honestly, once you get into the world of banking, you'll see that's nothing.
Dude, you're my friend. You can't just add interest, and it's every day as well. Every single day you're adding interest. 150. Like,
you know what they say? Don't buy in unless you can afford to pay. Totally made that up. That sounds like it could be a thing. So we've got another bother here again from Jack Bowden, even though you rudely interrupted me earlier. I'm late to the show, but what bothers me are those videos of people changing outfits with bad edit cuts. I'm assuming he's talking about TikTok with the song where he says in quotes, "Ice on my neck, I'm something.
Ice on my neck, I'm chilling."
Yeah, so basically
I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning. That song is all over TikTok. Ice on my neck, doesn't cover. I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning.
At the moment, we've got the shoe flip. So you do the shoe flip and do the horrible cut. But dude,
no one can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
And then like they're wearing some fucking suit or something.
Yeah.
This is bother off the bat.
Yeah.
Because so many of them are so badly edited. To the point where, look, this goes back to our thing before of like TikToks and people making content online just being so horrendous at understanding any kind of creative process. Because the reason why that trend started in the first place is because it sometimes can look really cool when you get the cut just right, so it looks like you've done like a magic trick and you've snapped into the thing.
Yeah.
The problem is this goes over some idiots' heads where they just think, oh, the trend is just flipping the shoe in the air and then you're changing outfits. So they get the editing so wrong. So we'll try and maybe find some for the in post, but like, so the edit's so wrong where they like chuck the shoe up and then, but not intentionally, this is bad, but they'll chuck the shoe up and then they'll be like that. And then it will cut, and then they'll be changed.
It's all over the place. But that is such a good bother, because I mean, I find myself getting so irritated, specifically by the fashion ones, because there's the flu ship, the fucking shoe flip. Nick, come on, right? yeah, I think so.
I haven't had my flu shot yet.
The shoe flip, right? There's that one, but then there's just this trend of just they stand in the spot and then they look at the camera and then they jump. And when they land, they change into a new one.
the jump one.
And let
And
me tell
also
you-
always badly edited as well.
And also, bad fashion. Bad, like, if you're gonna do it well. For me, a lot of them are just like, awful. Like, no, that doesn't look good. If you're gonna be known as a fashion TikToker, surely you should be
Get
fucking
better
awesome.
fashion, yeah.
And I'm not even being too critical. Like, I think we should find some.
Okay. Well, whilst you're looking for, I mean, I just want to add to that as well. So the issue with it is, and I think what I see anyway, is that nobody wants. It's kind of cringe if you like stand there and try and be sexy, right, for a camera, or you're trying to like do like a smouldering look or something.
Yeah.
So what it is they've invented these trends like the shoe flip and the jumping one, where it's like, oh look, I'm doing something creative and kooky, but then I'm gonna like try and act like all sexy afterwards.
Yeah,
it's just like
that's the
it's
worst.
so you can see right through it, and it's like no, you're just trying. You just want the attention. You want the people to say, "Oh wow, great outfit! Or, you're so fit," or something like that. Without basically seeming like you're trying too hard, when really you're trying the most you've ever tried because you're adding in all of these edits.
Yeah.
I hate it, man. Just do something else.
It's
Get
so
a fucking hobby.
annoying when they think they look sexy because they're like doing like like looking around. Like, it's a dude. Someone's holding a phone at you. You haven't got like a fucking huge crew behind you where you've got to look fucking sick and sexy. No, you got a phone that probably your girlfriend or your boyfriend is just holding at you, and they're pulling all these faces because they think they look sexy. That's the worst part about it.
This is some, and the problem is they'll get likes and they'll get comments because the majority of people using these apps are 13-year-old kids.
Yeah,
and who think that, and who don't. You haven't developed that part in your brain where you understand like art or like creative process,
and where you sort of don't understand like what is good, and where you just don't have.
We've talked about this before.
How you just don't have any sense.
Yeah,
and I think that's
no
because
sense.
I was the same.
And you can be a kid.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
And because I was 13 once, and I was the same. And I think it's fair to say.
But don't stop liking these. Dude, there's also just a bit of advice if you're one of these people. There is nothing to actual adults, and you're not trying to turn on like 13-year-old kids.
Yeah.
To actual adults, there's nothing less sexy than trying to act sexy.
Trying to act sexy, for sure. I don't know why that changes.
And they probably think, oh, dude, I'm blowing up. Like, oh, these girls must find me really hot. And you probably look through all the likes and they're all just 13-year-old kids.
God. Do you think they're like, yeah, this is sick? Like, my key demographic are people that don't know that don't know anything.
I don't think they care.
Do you know what I think?
No.
Here's the other thing. What age do you get to where it suddenly changes? Or is it a gradual thing? Because you're right. Because people older than that person, like our age, we think it's fucking cringy as fuck.
Yeah, I think
13-year-olds are
learn
really
what
happy
you like, and you learn what is cool and what's not cool.
I think everyone will grow out of it. I think that.
I hope so.
I don't think there's a 30-year-old person or 25-year-old person that thinks that thing is cool. You know what? There will be.
Scarily though, there are 30-year-old people doing that and think that they're
true.
cool and sexy because 13-year-olds are liking it.
I found I found a few, but I don't know if we're allowed to play this for copyright. Wait for it. Oh, so foreign. It's so foreign, that the weird like glitchy effect. And now look, looking around thinking it's so fucking hot and sexy.
Dude, I know, it's weird. Imagine leaving your house and being like, this is what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
I'm like gonna act fucking sexy and do basically. That guy is like the unironic version of Ben Stiller in Zoolander. You know, thinking he's a model, being like, I'm gonna hit them with the blue steel, baby.
Dude, look here, you ready? Looking away, smiling, trying to be sexy, and he's definitely got his that bit where he goes and looks. Dude, he's got his girlfriend behind the camera as well, and he's maybe 35, and he's done this. I don't know. I just find it like.
I think it goes back to our thing of just like on TikTok where it's like just. People doing things. You're not a content creator. You're not creative.
Yeah.
Maybe the fashion ones I can see it a little bit because there is something to fashion. Like
for
absolutely.
Sure.
I'm definitely not like a huge fashion person. I respect those ones, but like there are ones where the guys are just like, cool. I'm gonna do like, check out how to open this or like how to do this, and it's just like it's really not that interesting.
You fucking had one up earlier of just these people in a swimming pool, and then we looked at it and it ended, and then we were like, "What happened?"
Yeah, nothing happened. I don't even know if we can show that one because
TikToks are just there's no punchline.
people doing things.
Yeah, not doing anything.
Sorry,
that's
people
it.
not doing anything.
TikToks are there's no punchline. There's nothing to it. It's just they're existing. That's all.
I mean,
it
that's
is.
like TikTok comedy in general is like
Hey,
so frustrating because it is like that. It's like, oh, we've got this very, very vague idea of something that's slightly relatable and might potentially get a giggle, but then just don't know where to go with it from there. And there's never a joke to it or a punchline.
No, never.
And the problem is people like it.
People like it.
That's funny.
Yeah, 13-year-olds. Hey, you're ruining it. I know we said this before. You're ruining it for us. Anyway, sorry.
Next week on us fucking being horrible to people.
So critical, but man, it bugs me.
Whatever, dude.
It's one area in life that just really does bug me.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, but it does.
It does.
Just hold my hand up.
But the thing is, like, we don't have to watch it, but why does it make us so angry?
You know what? We like, as humans, we like watching things that actually that bother us. We do.
We do.
Have you watched The Social Dilemma?
We have this podcast. No, I haven't.
You end up watching more false news or like things that bother you.
Or negative stuff, basically.
Yeah, you get more negative stuff because you actually end up watching more. The algorithm will send you stuff.
If you don't like this podcast, essentially what we're saying is watch it more. And if you do like it, well, then you like it. So just enjoy it more.
Exactly.
So basically, whoever you are, just make sure you like it and share it with your friends and like and comment, subscribe.
Hey, I would actually recommend watching Social Dilemma, by the way.
Okay.
It's good. You should watch it as well.
But I do agree that we are attracted more to the negative stuff than we are to the positive stuff.
Yeah, we are. We like seeing things that bother us for some reason. Anyway, should we got one more thing?
Yeah, I mean we've got a question from a fan.
Sweet.
If you want to write in, we do try and get to everyone. It's a huge honor, to be honest, for you guys to be on the show. So if you want that amazing honor, write in on the screen now. WABPOD. That's wabpod @gmail.com. I shouldn't have to spell Gmail because everyone has Gmail now.
I actually don't.
Yeah, because you're a fucking loser. Do you remember when everyone had Hotmail?
Yeah. Remember that?
Wait, you have Hotmail, right?
No.
Oh, you're a fucking loser.
No. Can I tell you why? Because my brother, Jamie, he sorted me out. Because obviously I was too young, really.
Sorted you out.
He
hooked you up with an email.
He fucking hooked me up. He did it with my Facebook. He did it with. I'm pretty sure he did it with Instagram as well. He got me Nick Mount at no fucking no dots, no underscores, no numbers. Jamie sorted that out. He beat every other Nick Mount to that email. I'm not changing. Dude, I'm not changing.
That's a great story. And your brother sounds like such a top-notch sibling because you've just reminded me. Do you want to know what my first email was?
Yeah, go on.
So this is what my sister hooked me up with and thought that, bless her, but I mean, I think this was meant with good intention. I don't think she was trying to fuck me over here. So my first email that I made with my sister, you had Nick Mount at hotmail.com. That you were already business focused from a young age.
I was. Yeah.
The one that I had, it was
Extremely.
like, oh, cool. So like, what do you like? Well, when I was younger, I was like, oh, I like games. And it's like, okay, cool. So you're a gamer. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So what, and like, how do you want to come across? So it's like, okay, cool. So I had, this is so embarrassing. My first email was gamer_badboy. At hotmail.co.uk.
Oh my god, no.
I must have been like, I don't know, like 12.
How long did that last? Like how long, what age did you get to where you were like, oh my god, I need to change this? Did someone rip you for it?
Probably like quite an embarrassingly old age. Like I think I was probably like 15, 16 when I turned around and was like, I need a new email.
Okay, class. If everyone would just write their email down.
Actually, do you know what it was? I think I was actually probably about 15 or 16 because I remember the reason I changed it is because I was applying to jobs and I was 16.
Oh,
and I was like, I can't apply with gamer_.
No, that's a one way to get and not the job. Wow.
Oh my god. Actually, we really liked your humor in your Gmail or in your email. I was like, oh yeah.
yeah. Or like imagine having a girlfriend at 15 and going, the dad, I'll send the tickets over tonight. What's your email?
Could you just text them to me?
Yeah, please. I don't have one. I don't have
an email. Well, we don't have an email. Everyone has an email. Oh, come on, show us.
Just so embarrassing.
But speaking of email, we have an email.
We got one.
Do you have any water? I'm quite thirsty. Is there water in there?
Are you a fucking barbarian? Do you not have your own water? Finish it, baby.
Oh, you haven't got much left.
No, I'm good. You know why? Hydrated all the time. Don't need it.
That's weird.
Why?
Fuck no, there you go.
Anyway,
this
sterilize that.
Guy coughed on me when I was at work today. It was super weird.
Man, tell me that before you ask to use my bottle, man.
Sorry, I just wash it after.
Okay.
This is probably good to note that we're recording this before London goes into second lockdown. Although I did call it with all of you dumb idiot C words going around and spreading coronavirus in the last episode.
Yeah,
so good job,
that
me.
is a good point. Let's just outline that again. We are recording
I
this.
stand by what I said last time.
We are
Anyway.
recording this before the lockdown was reinforced. By the way,
Yeah.
just FYI, if
Just
anyone
getting it in,
if anyone cares.
Yeah, we went to a club as well before it sort of finished.
We've got one. We've got a club appearance booked next week.
Yeah, that's true because we actually it starts at midnight. Fuck.
What, tonight?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well,
We'll be
it's
cool.
midnight. It's gone midnight. I think we probably have to cut it here. I need to go.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anyway, we've got this email. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little read through this one. I think it's pretty good.
Oh, you did a pre-read,
Yeah, I did
baby.
a pre-read. This is it says hi Tam and Nick. This is a female. Do we have a female's name? It's related to work / like there's a bit of music related stuff in there as well.
Music.
Yeah.
And her work.
Yeah.
Fucking first female artist that came to mind is Rita Ora.
Oh, weird.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Your head.
I don't know why.
Could have picked literally anyone else.
I don't even listen to her music. Just came to my mind, man.
You shouldn't.
Wow. Rita's a fucking big fan. You can't disrespect her
Sorry,
like
Rita.
that.
Also, that's weird. Actually, just saying, calling her Rita.
Rita.
Rita's such an old,
Yeah.
like just old Asian name to me. Like it's weird to be like, oh, Rita, because Rita Ora is so iconic.
As the two words
yeah,
together.
but then it's calling her Rita just feels
Yeah.
so weird. It's like, oh, it's kind
Yeah,
of like an old grandma.
I
now.
don't know anyone called Rita. Yeah.
I do, and they're all old grandmas. Anyway, Rita says, desperate need for some advice as I have really, really put my foot in it at work. To give you some context, my workplace managers were trying to sort out a new track list for the store, particularly one that wouldn't cause any copyright issues. We were all
Fair enough.
we were all discussing what type of music would be suitable, and one of the managers excitedly suggested indie, and that he had a brilliant playlist, a brilliant indie playlist. We all agreed and moved on. I love indie music myself, so thought this should be good.
Sick.
Cool. Off to a great start.
Yeah.
Later that week, I had heard some of the playlist on loop several times, and the playlist was awful. However, there was one song on there in particular that felt like slow death every time it came on.
Yeah.
One could compare it to an auto-tuned queef.
Oh my god.
This track came on whilst I was behind the counter with the manager who picked the playlist, and I, with full confidence and a straight face, exclaimed, "This song makes me want to kill myself." My manager went silent, then awkwardly laughed and said, "This is my band song."
Oh no! Oh, did not see that coming. I thought he was going to say, "Oh, this is my playlist. Not so bad."
This is my band song. This song makes me want to fucking kill myself.
That might be the worst thing he could have ever heard in his life, and I'm really sorry to make you feel worse.
Absolutely soul destroying.
Soul destroying. And he might have felt like killing himself. Wow.
I had no idea he was in a band and didn't know what else to say, so I just awkwardly laughed and said, "Oh dear." That's, to be fair, what else can you say?
Wow,
unrecoverable.
Man.
There's nothing you can do to pretend that, I was joking. A joke. Like,
Is there a question? In
so my other colleagues at work have found out, and it has become stalk comedy gold. It seems everyone knew that playlist songs were from his band, apart from me. I have heard that he coincidentally is leaving the store. Yeah, you probably made him leave to get a job in advertising. Oh, that's sad. It's almost like he's given up on his dreams of being in a band and going into advertising.
He was really struggling. His band, they weren't doing too well, and that was the tipping point.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
You pushed him off the edge.
Yeah, he's probably really depressed now.
Hold on, look.
I was just going to say what the question was.
Oh, sorry, please go on.
So my question is, do I apologize or let him leave without saying anything?
Okay.
Like basically, do I like bring it up again or just like sweep it under the rug?
Okay. First of all, what the fuck was he doing playing his own stuff? Like, what the fuck was he doing?
It's
Like,
a little bit egotistical.
yeah, and yeah, I think he was waiting for people to be like, oh, you know what he was waiting for? He was waiting for someone to go, damn, this is a fucking sick song. Who is that?
Yeah.
That's my fucking band. But
Shouldn't be doing
the
that.
complete opposite happened.
Kind of deserved it.
He kind of did deserve it. I think that's my point. I think if he was, that is a big gamble, and it proved to be the wrong choice on his end. Have you ever been in a situation as awkward as that?
I don't think that might be the most awkward one we've had so far.
That's something that happens in a film. That doesn't happen in real life.
Yeah, that's like the main character, or the kooky, nerdy main character makes this mistake.
Yeah.
That possibly might be the most awkward situation I've ever heard.
Oh man. Okay. What do you do? Fuck.
I'm trying to think if anything like that has happened to me. I don't think anything's been quite that bad. Oh, I did have the story about, actually something similar did happen to me.
Yeah.
So I think I might have told you the story before, but I don't think I've told it on the podcast. I started working for a new company, but I was freelance. And essentially we went away for travel this was back before COVID, when traveling for work was really, really fun. And we were basically staying a week in Birmingham, and we all stayed in a hotel together. So we would like go to work, we'd work at the NEC, and we would come back to the hotel and drink afterwards.
Right.
Anyway, this was like, they were all mostly all new people that I was experiencing. Some of them, they were just like nice guys, but like obviously like they were quite laddie. Everyone was quite drunk and getting on with it. And I really wanted to make a good impression, because I was like, I've just started this company.
Oh, no.
Like I really like want to get in good with these guys, right?
Oh no.
And I remember, I don't know if he remembers this, but we were playing that game Heads Up, with the phone.
Yeah.
So it's like,
no.
you've got to, basically, if you don't know what the game is, it's like I hold a word on my head that I can't see, and then Nick has to describe the word to me, and then I have to try and guess what the word is, right? And it was all going great. We were carrying on. It got to my turn, and I got a category to do with like breeds of dog, right? Or it was like animals. It was like animals or breed of dog. And it was the director, right? The one of the event directors, right? So one of the guys actually organizing everything. So it's like, cool, if I'm, I'll make friends with this guy, then it's good news. And he goes, a gay dog. And then I go, the first thing that came to my mind was like Chihuahua or something. And he goes, his fucking expression goes dead, and he goes, what's gay about a Chihuahua? And I was like, I just first thing in my head is, I've got a Chihuahua. And he just looked me dead in the eye, and then he just started showing me pictures of his like.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I think that's universal. Like, to think that Chihuahuas are pretty gay.
I think he was messing with me, but like it did make me laugh. That I was like, oh no.
Was he pissed afterwards?
He was definitely like
Oh, for
he
fuck's
definitely moved
sake.
on. Yeah.
Also, like, what was the dog that he was after? Was it?
I don't remember actually. What was the context
Also,
of that?
why-
What could that have
Yeah,
been?
why use gay? Like, how old is this guy?
He's like 68.
Imagine gay dog. I mean, totally something of 68.
What are we gonna do for Rita?
So for Rita, I think you probably would feel bad if you don't address it again. But at the same time, you might want to just never bring it up again. I know that would play on my heart if this guy seemed really affected by it. So I would maybe bring it up just when it's the two of you and say, hey, by the way,
That's so. What do you say?
if you want to say something, maybe say something like, all right, there's a few examples. By the way, I didn't know if you know I was joking the other day when I said I want to kill myself when I hear the song. I knew it was your song. I knew it was your song.
No, you can't backpedal
There's
out
that
of
one.
No.
There's that, right? Hey, don't say
Pass.
no, man.
No, you
Who knows?
can't.
Who knows?
Dude, there's no way you can be like, just kidding. Like, no
Yeah,
way.
okay.
There's-
I guess the only thing you can do is just be like, I was just in a really bad mood, and I was in a bad mood, and I I'm really sorry for reacting that way. To be honest, I was just having none of it from anyone that day.
Yeah.
And that wasn't anything to say about your talent or anything. I was just in a bad mood.
Yeah. Oh, I just felt like being, I was just in a bit of attention-seeking, quirky mood at the time. I just wanted to say something like that really would grab someone's attention.
I mean, maybe, man. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I think that's a very kind way to do it. I think you should double down and just be like, as they're leaving, in the leaving party, although by the sounds of it, probably not. You'd be like, hey, I just wanted to say like, you're welcome. And then he'd be like, what? And he'd be like, well, you're welcome. Like, I'm glad that you're going, and you've obviously like found your calling in advertising, because clearly playing music was not it.
Yeah, you pushed him in the right direction.
Yeah, like I've done that for you.
Yeah.
I've given you the confidence to give up on your dreams.
Yeah, or last suggestion, you could wait until everyone leaves the store and it's just the two of you locking up, and it's everything's turned off, and he's just getting his bag, and then you quietly turn on his song, and he's like, what the fuck? And then he turns around and you're there, and you go, and you're looking at him, and you're like, I love this song. And then turn the music up even more and fucking make out with him. And it's like
Dude,
a
I think
fucking
that's sexual harassment,
romantic. Really?
Yeah, I think HR would have to get involved.
Would they?
What are you doing? I don't know how weird that would be. Like, this girl told me that this my song makes her want to kill herself, and then played it and made out with me. Absolute lunatic.
But just imagine that in a fucking blockbuster film. Like right at the end, and it's just like, and it's raining outside. Suddenly they're outside and it's raining, and she confesses how much she loves him, and then they go home and fucking do the deed.
Okay, man. Thanks
That's
so much for watching,
ending.
guys. This has been What a Bother. Again, if you want to write in, if you think you can top I want to kill myself story about a song.
I think so far that might be the most awkward thing I've ever heard in my life.
If you think you can top that, then please write in wabpod@gmail.com. That's WABPOD @gmail.com. It's been a pleasure, guys. Play us out, Maestro.
I've been Nick.
And
And you've been
Tama. I've been Tama. That's me.
T.
Spill the tea.
Everyone used to introduce your name as T.
Yeah.
And then I would always get it wrong.
Yeah.
Because you'd say, hey, I'm T. And then halfway through the shoot, I'd be like, Tam. And people would be like, who's Tam?
Yeah.
I thought his name was T.
Or like, T's kind of like my street name.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah. Listen, just like, just
Oh,
call me T in it. Like,
it's
that's what
back.
you're talking about, bro.
Call me T still.
Still. Cool, guys.
Peace.
Peace.